Good morning. Um, I'll do this before I left to come here to McDonald's and all, and I sincerely apologize. But uh, really got really very, very close attention to the weather this week and this weekend because from what I'm starting to hear from James Spain and the rest, potentially significant flooding. Excuse me. You see, again, I'm filling in for um, one of my coworkers who's been out sick due to the flu, and um, and like I mentioned the other day, um, if you're sick or if your kids or if anyone's sick, the best advice I can give you is to please stay home and get better. Don't try to come to McDonald's or any other place or school or anything like that sick. You don't want to take any risks of anybody else getting what you might have, whether it's the flu, whether it's bronchitis, whether anything like that. So the best advice I can give you is to please stay home and don't worry about trying to do a live video or anything like that. Rest your rest your voice and get to feeling better the best you can as soon as you can and as safely as you can. The flu it's been going around and it has been deadly, and we don't we don't want to risk anybody getting sick or anything like that. Um, it's a serious and a life-threatening situation when it comes to the flu and other sickness. Um, Now for the flooding potential. I've been hearing multiple, and I mean multiple things. And as far as the models and all, I'm not gonna name the models because it really doesn't matter. But I've heard from, I've seen multiple reliable posting sources and etc. And I'm talking about reliable, I'm talking about from the people I watch on TV and locally and all. And I've mentioned that all the models have been in pretty much agreement or so with the heavy rain, excessively heavy rain that we could be getting next week. And it's serious business. Our answer to that is no, but that could change at any time now, or any day this week or weekend. And and that same thing goes if we end up with any flood warnings or flash flood warnings or anything like that. Anything that has to do with flooding, that could happen. And and it's been talked about for, I would say, probably a week or so now. And it's something we need to take very seriously. We cannot ignore what they're talking about. I mean, not, and I promise you, like I talked about last night, I am not, I am not saying any of this to scare anybody. That's not what I'm doing. I'm doing this to let you know about it that you have to pay attention to the weather and all this weekend. Are is severe weather possible at this point? From what I've heard, no. But the flooding, yes. But so far, no severe weather. But that could change also, and it's just something we're going to have to be aware of right this minute. And if the news comes on, say at 11 or 12, such as 11 this morning, which is when I'll be going into work, or 12 p.m. the lunch hour, make sure if you're not working, if you're watching the news, please pay attention to the weather. And do not ignore what they're talking about. Because this is something that really needs to be watched and monitored very carefully and all. There's no need to panic. There's no need to panic. You just need to be prepared for it. And start thinking about what you're going to be doing, what you need to do, if there's any flash flood warnings issued next week. And we could have a good bit of them. We could. Excuse me. Like I said, I promise you, I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm concerned about it, but I'm not trying to sound panicky or nothing like that. And I'm not trying to make anybody scared. That's not what I'm doing. I'm letting you know this so you can be prepared. And a lot of them said they've never seen anything that's been talked about. I've had this kind of flooding in a pretty good while. Of course, does that mean it's going to happen? Maybe not. Maybe not. But it's something that we're going to be aware of and to pay extremely close attention to the weather. I mean, I've heard something about where there might be 6 or 8 inches of rain, or maybe locally higher amounts. That's possible, and it could be likely, but who knows? But it's something we're really gonna have to be aware of, and make sure your weather radio is working, and make sure you have a very reliable weather. Flash flood warning is issued, and you're in that polygon, and you take action immediately. If you're not in the warning, don't worry, but pay attention though. So that's just something that everybody needs to be aware of right now. I mean, we're good so far. Next week is something we need to watch very, very carefully. And as long as we're prepared for it and we know what to do and all, we're going to be fine. We're going to get through it. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and end this video right now, this afternoon, after work. We'll see how it goes. But hope y'all have a wonderful day. Pay attention to the weather this week and this weekend rather. And I hope to see you at McDonald's today at 11 o'clock a.m.